Have you done that one?
Yes, Sarge.
Right, we'll swap them around, but keep your eye on them.
I'm gonna need more bodies, Bob.
Oh, you'll be lucky, sir. What's up?
Another flat's been done over on the Dollis Park estate.
Again? That's how many now?
9 in 2 weeks, which is why we'd better start showing the flag.
Well, we can't do nothing. We're short as it is.
Who's on reserve?
Quinnan and Data.
Right, Quinnan will do.
It's going to leave me wide open.
Ackland can replace Quinnan.
She's with a prisoner.
OK, when she's finished with the prisoner then. Loxton and Young can also join Quinnan.
No, they're down for Barton Street in case they need extra cover for that demo.
I know, Barton Street will just have to cope without them. If there's any comeback, it's down to me, Bob. What I will do is have a word with CID.
Have you seen these, Derek?
Sir?
By my calculations, we seem to have almost as many staff off as we do operational.
I know, sir. It's not a satisfactory situation.
Well, that's putting it mildly. What concerns me most is nearly 3/4 of the total is sick leave.
Well, injuries and flu bugs have taken a heavy toll lately, sir.
Flu bugs?
Well, there's nothing to suggest they're not genuine cases.
No, I should hope not.
So, when you get down there, spread yourselves about, keep a high profile. Obviously, if you see anything suspicious, report in. But the main thing is to deter any more of these break-ins. Got it?
Right, Sarge.
Right, off you go then.
Sarge. Yeah, Sarge.
Just a minute. Young.
I don't feel very well.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I just don't feel right.
What's the symptoms?
Nothing definite. It's sort of general all over.
You sure you weren't on the piss last night?
No, it's not like that, Sarge.
Have you seen the doctor?
No, Sarge.
Oh, there's not much wrong with you then, is there?
I always seem to be tired.
Well, who isn't? But come on, lad, get a grip. If we all clocked off every time we felt -1, this place would be as empty as a church. Now go on, a breath of fresh air will do you good. Custody office, Sergeant Cryer. Yeah, all right.
Eyebrows aching, are they? Do you want to slide off like
Yeah.
that? Just leave it out, all right? Ooh.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll hold on then.
Is he all right, Phil?
Of course he is. Get a headache, some of these youngsters, they expect to be wrapped in cotton wool.
Well, he was the one who found that 15-year-old who committed suicide last week.
So?
There is such a thing as delayed shock.
Well, if he doesn't learn the nasty side of this job now, he never will.
I'm just saying he might be stressed.
Look, June, I'd like to have a nervous breakdown, but I'm sure if I did, they'd cancel it at the last minute. Yes, I am still holding on.
I've got a little job for you two. Dollis Park Estate, I'm afraid. Uniform wants us to jack up the operation.
I thought they reckoned it was kids doing it.
Viv, you've been following this one.
Yes, Ma'am. Well, it's a pretty rough area with a lot of truancy, and the vandalism seemed to point to the kids as well.
So what happened?
Well, not a lot. Nobody had actually seen the break-ins, and the people weren't very cooperative.
Well, the truth is we've given it low priority, but it shouldn't be.
And now the plate's been passed to us.
It is our job to follow up, Jim, and I'd like to show willing. If we can nip the situation in the bud, so much the better.
Oi!
You all right?
Yeah, a bit unfit, that's all.
You want to watch yourself. Those stairs are real killers.
You see two boys come this way?
Sure did. Going like the clappers, they were. That way.
Up to no good, were they?
Dropping things on people from the balconies.
Oh, little beggars. They done the same to us, too.
You'll never catch them in this place. It's like a rabbit warren.
.340 from 363, receiving over.
340 receiving. Where's it, Steve?
Mrs. Walters? I'm Detective Constable Martella from Sunhill CID. I've come about your break-in you had.
Who is it?
Police, Mr. Grimes. DC Jim Carver, sir, Sunhill CID.
Oh, yeah. Where's your uniform, then?
I'm a detective, sir. We don't wear uniform.
Nobody said you was coming.
Yeah, well, if you had a phone, sir, we could have given you a ring.
What do you want?
Well, it's about your break-in. Look, can I have a word?
I told the officer what happened.
Yeah, well, I wonder if I could ask some further questions.
Questions? Always questions. What about the sodding answers, eh?
134 from 363, receiving.
134.
Where are you, Phil?
I'm by the south block.
I'm at a scrapyard on the east side of the estate. Looks like kids been playing around in it. Can you get over here?
What's up?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna go and have a look. I might need your help.
Right, on my way.
Take a seat. I'm sorry, we can't afford to repair what they damaged.
That's all right, I can stand.
Like a cup of tea, Mr. Carver? Ought to be in a tin mug. They've smashed most of the china.
No, thanks, Mrs. Grimes. I'm fine.
How can people do such a thing? You never hurt anybody.
Have you got any idea who did it, Mr. Grimes?
I told you before, we was out when it happened.
And you haven't seen anybody acting suspiciously?
That's a joke. I wouldn't trust any of them around here further than I could toss a fiver.
Well, what about kids?
What about kids?
And did they give you any trouble?
When don't they give us any trouble, eh?
It's a jungle here, Mr. Carver. When you're old, there's no respect.
They know we can't fight back, see? That's why they pick on us.
Well, who picks on you?
The kids, of course.
Would you recognise any of these kids again?
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, so many of them, ain't there?
Well, what sort of ages are these kids then?
Oh, all ages, I'd say. It's hard to tell with kids these days. What do you reckon?
No, I wouldn't know about ages, no.
.363 from 134, receiving.
Steve, are you there? 340, are you receiving? Yes, sir, what's up? I've lost Steve. I think he's gone into the scrapyard here, but I'm getting no reply. You better take a look, I'm on my way.
Okay.
What's it worth, my son, then, eh? Down, boy.
134 from Sierra Oscar receiving. 134.
What the hell's that?
You all right, Phil?
340 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Here you go, Phil, over there.
340 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Oh, come on, mate, it was only a joke. Hey, shut up, bloody bar. Go ahead, Sierra Oscar.
What exactly is going on down there, Quinnan?
It's all right, Sarge, you just went a very lippy Alsatian.
Where are you, Quinnan?
We're over by a scrapyard, Sarge. Hey! Come on, mate! Don't ever do that again, Lofton! Just calm down! It was only a joke!
It's always the same when you need the bloody lift, it's not working.
Right, which one?
Oh, this way, son. I should have moved downstairs years ago.
I wish you had.
Can you manage?
Yeah, just about. Do you live here alone, do you?
Yes, since the wife died, it's just me and the bird.
Bird?
The parrot. Down there, please, son.
Oh. Well, this will keep you company enough, I reckon.
18 inch, that is. Full colour, too. Well, I thought I'd treat myself for a change.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I don't pay rent anymore, you see. On the flat, I mean.
How come?
Because I bought it. It's mine now.
Oh, that's nice. Had a little windfall, did you?
No! It's this right to buy lot. If you're a council tenant, you get a big discount. 70%.
Well, sounds like an offer you'll be stupid to refuse.
That's what I thought. Except, if you're an OAP like me, nobody will give you a mortgage. We're a bad risk, aren't we?
Well, how come you?
Ah, there's the cleverness of it. These blokes offered to put up the money for me. So I live rent-free for the rest of my days, and in return, they inherit a very cheap flat when I snuff it.
Oh, sounds neat, but is it legal?
It's a loophole in the law, they say. Well, I'm not arguing. Not like some of the silly beggars round here.
How do you mean?
Oh, some of the old geezers on the estate. They had their chance, same as me. But they reckon there's a catch in it somewhere. Daft, if you ask me. The only catch is in their heads. Would you like a cup of tea?
I'll be in touch. Bye.
You a policeman?
What do you think?
They've been calling you on the radio.
They have?
Yeah, heard it in your car.
Well, I better see what they want, hadn't I?
Sir Oscar from DC Carver, receiving over.
Yes, Jim.
Does somebody want me?
Yes, DCI Reed says she wants to see you.
Do you know what it's about?
I haven't a clue, mate.
Okay, I'll be there as soon as I can. Now what? No luck?
Mind you, they weren't exactly forthcoming.
You can say that again.
It's almost like they're afraid of something, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, now you come to mention it, I've got that too.
Yeah?
You're right, son. They did want me. What's your name?
Sean, you heard about them break-ins?
That's right. Do you know anything about it?
Nah.
You see any, Sean?
Bit of an old car, that.
Well, this is just a runabout. We've got a roller back in the garage.
Oh, that'll be the date.
Them other two policemen got a brand new one. Extra edge.
What other two policemen?
There's ones that been coming here.
Were they in uniform, Sean?
No, suit and tie. CID, like him.
What you do in your time off is your own affair, but when you're on duty, I expect you to act like responsible officers, not a bunch of hooligans.
But, sir, we were asked to keep a high profile.
Don't get smart with me, Quinnan. You were out of line and you know it. Now, this time, I'm just warning you, but if it happens again, I'll be signing your pocketbooks. And believe me, as far as I'm concerned, you'll be marked men ever after. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. Get back on duty and let's hear no more about it.
Could I have a word, sir? I'm gonna have to go sick, sir.
What's the problem?
Just don't feel myself lately.
What does that mean?
It's hard to explain. Everything just seems an effort.
How long's this been going on?
About a week. Since that girl, the suicide.
You've attended fatals before, haven't you?
Yes, sir. But not like that. I don't like to do it, sir. But I need to take some days off. I'm no good to anybody like this.
Ah, Jim, look, I'm sorry to mess you about, but there's been an armed robbery. I need all hands on deck.
I see. With respect, ma'am, I thought Dolly's Park was priority.
Priority is a strictly relative term in this job.
Shame. I think we're just getting somewhere.
Oh, tell me.
Well, I don't think these break-ins are anything to do with kids.
Reason?
Well, the vandalism's too systematic. For a start, all the victims are elderly, OAPs.
Easier targets.
No. No, not this lot. They were very security conscious. Locks, chains, you name it, they had it. Our kids wouldn't have bothered.
Go on.
Well, they may look like burglaries, but the items most valuable weren't stolen.
Meaning?
Maybe someone wants us to think it's burglars.
What's this about Young going sick, Andrew?
He's not well, sir.
Well, that's not what Bob Cryer tells me.
The lad is stressed, sir.
Oh, yeah. Look, you know the Governor's concern about sick leave.
Young is not a shirker, sir. But by his own admission, he's finding it hard to cope just now. There's been some aggro between him and other lads on the relief.
Aggro?
Nothing serious, sir. But according to June Ackland, the lad was near to breaking point.
Oh, and if Ackland says it, I suppose it's got to be true, is it?
I trust her judgment, sir.
And, of course, you didn't think to consult me on the matter.
With respect, sir, Young has every right to go sick. Unless you'd like to take it up with the Federation.
Oh, there you are, Derek.
So,
Bob Cryer tells me yet another man has reported sick.
Yes, sir. P.C. Young. I told him to go home.
Oh, did you? Well, I hope there's a very good explanation for it, Andrew.
Do you like working in CID?
Mostly, yeah. Very much.
So what don't you like? Take a seat.
Sometimes I get a bit frustrated, that's all.
Don't we all? Go on.
Well, I'm not complaining, Mum. It's just I always seem to be put on the dead-end cases.
And you'd like to be taken more seriously, is that it?
Well, once in a while, yeah. I mean, I realise I've still got a lot to learn, but I don't want to be the office junior forever.
I think I've got the message, Jim. But you know, every case has its challenge, even the minor ones. Take Dollis Park. From what you tell me, it's a lot more complex than we first thought.
And now you're going to take me off it.
Am I? I had promised Ted I'd let him have you, it's true, but I suppose I could send Martella. OK, Jim, you win. Teach me not to make promises I can't keep. Well, the two of you better scarper before I change my mind.
Thanks, Mum.
Hello? Is anyone in? Oi! Steve, it's Dave. I'm chasing a boy suspected burglary. I think he's heading your way. Oi! Nice one, Steve. Settle down with you. Jim. Stand still. What's up? I caught him nicking in one of the flats.
I wasn't nicking.
Anything on him? Nah, nothing. Oh, I must have surprised him before he got started.
Honest, I wasn't nicking.
What's your name?
Mark.
Mark what?
Mark Winter.
And how old are you, Mark?
I'm 10.5.
So what were you doing in the flat?
I was waiting for my gran.
Oh, you don't expect us to believe that, do you?
I was. She told me to wait while she went to the co-op.
So that's why you ran away, was it, then?
I was frightened.
Well, couldn't you see you was a policeman?
I was frightened, so I hid. I didn't see until afterwards. I thought it was those men come back.
What men?
The men who've been visiting my gran.
I think we could all agree that the number of days taken off through sickness has reached unacceptable levels.
If a lad goes sick, we can't stop him, sir.
Thank you, mate. No. But I think we could recognise that one of the underlying causes could be the stress of the job itself.
Yes, well, that's a fashionable theory in some quarters.
Well, the rate of sick leave at Sun Hill does seem to go up at times of special pressure.
Which is why I think we might be missing a trick here.
Well, we do make use of the area counselling service.
Not very often.
Well, maybe Sun Hill needs its own counsellor.
Well, I can't see that happening with the present budget restrictions.
Well, the trouble is, any counselling service is a formal procedure. It can discourage the very people who need it.
Too right. No officer wants to be seen visiting a shrink.
Exactly. It's regarded as a sign of weakness. But it shouldn't be. What we need is stress monitoring on a routine basis.
I hope you're not suggesting we turn Sun Hill into a health farm.
Nice idea, Derek. No, but there's no reason why we shouldn't develop the managerial skills to diffuse potential stress.
If we knew it was stress.
Maybe we should arrange a short course on stress detection for senior ranks.
That sounds like an excellent idea, sir.
We've been through it, Mr. Carver.
Yes, but it's possible you may not have remembered everything the first time.
I'm telling you, we did.
Look, don't you want to catch the people who did this to you?
Of course I do.
Look, all I'm asking for is your cooperation. Why does it bother you?
It don't bother me. I just don't like the idea of going through it again and again.
Do you own this place, Mr. Grimes?
Chance would be a fine thing.
Would you like to buy it?
You tell me what with, son. I'm a pensioner, for God's sake.
Yes, but you must know you can get a mortgage now at a large discount.
Oh, a P can't nowadays. We're too old.
Yeah, but there's these blokes as well that offer to buy the place and...
Now, look what you've gone and done.
Let me give you a hand with that.
It's a fine of you.
But as I was saying, Mr. Grimes, these blokes will buy the place.
It's a con, that's what.
Ah, so you have heard about it already?
I did hear something of the sort.
From 2 men.
2 men? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, there was 2 men, Mr. Carver. Oh, it's no use, Benny. We've got to tell you.
Tell me what.
They threatened to do over the flat if we didn't sign.
Sign what? Sign what, Mr. Grimes?
A contract saying we agreed for them to buy the flat. I didn't know with it. I refused.
And they did this to you?
Yeah.
They said we was next if we told anybody they'd done it.
I did now.
Not if we nail them first. But what I need is some help from you to help me identify them.
Mister, there's Jermaine come back.
Good lad. Where?
There.
Is that them, Mr. Grimes? Is it?
Right, all yours then, Jim.
I'm not saying a word without my solicitor being present.
That's your right, sir.
Come on.
We'll be clocking off then, Sarge.
When you've completed the paperwork.
It'll be done yet.
Well, lads, how's it going?
What? Fine, sir, yeah.
No worries or complaints?
No, sir.
Good, good, good. Well, if there is anything you want to have a word about, in confidence, of course, please feel free to speak to either me or Inspector Monroe, won't you? Yes.
Right, sir. What the hell's he on about?
I don't know.
Oh, look where the early turn's blown in. You done something in the bed, old sonny?
Quiet night?
Oh, so sorry, you know. Smelling a bit glamorous this morning, aren't we?
It is a dodo, it's all yours.
No legacies.
Not that I know of.
Nice to know I'm wanted.
Morning.
Morning. Much as I like chatting, Andrew, I have a hot bed waiting.
Well, that's rubbing it in. Shot.
We're all somebody's baby, I suppose.
I thought it was the Marie Celeste.
Just the one in, Bob. Sleeping like a baby.
He feels better than I do.
Sleeping Beauty's got a slight cut on the bonds.
Police surgeon?
He came, but the prisoner wouldn't be examined. It's all in the book.
Seriously, look, Tosh has asked me to pass it on. The tickets for the charity raffle in the Overton Arms on Thursday night are like hen's teeth.
We had a few naughty calls there last night.
Manager's been a good friend to the lads.
Yeah, if you're CID.
What, Terry McMullen? He's slimy.
Yeah, anyway, look, we're getting a back room for free. Can't be fairer than that.
Expecting an exam on it?
Is this right?
What?
3 calls to the Overton Arms.
Oh, 4 if you count the junker locked up outside.
This McMullen needs sorting out.
Oh, Terry? He's as good as gold. Listen, before you go brown-nose into the bosses, this has been waiting in the fridge since Monday night.
This arrest of yours was at 12:15.
So what?
He's obviously been drinking after hours.
Have a nice day.
Hey, Bob. Sorry I'm late, mate. Radio alarm's on the blink. If the cat hadn't jumped on me, I'd still be snoring.
No sweat. With Maitland on, we could both go home.
A boy wonder, huh?
Yeah, he's got it all worked out, hasn't he?
And finally, an old hairy chestnut.
Lids.
Mr. Brownlow's winding himself up about hats. Now, I'm not banging the drum because I realise there are circumstances where they aren't feasible. But I agree with the boss. So, you've been told. Right, Sergeant, take over. See me before you go out.
So. Right. I've observed you lot for long enough now. It's time you were given my rules of engagement. I've never seen such a bunch of untidy, laid-back people in my life. And you're going to find I don't sweep problems under the carpet. Problem, Ford?
Sorry, Sarge.
Of course it's a nippy, Sarge.
Yes, and that crass response illuminates exactly what I mean. Everything has to be flippant, hasn't it?
Been a bit hard, aren't you, son?
There are two things I'll not tolerate. Bent coppers and drinking on duty.
Oh, come on, Sarge, that's not fair.
Yeah, as their elected representative, I must concur on behalf of my brother and sister Ellison.
You're not the only one federated, Hollis.
But casting doubts on our honesty and integrity without any cause, well, it's under the belt.
I'm with Reg on that.
Okay. I don't bear grudges, but I've got a good memory, and you all know where I'm coming from. I'm not after winning any popularity competitions, but give the job 100% and I'll back you. That's a promise. Right, that's it.
I reckon we're going to have problems with Maitland.
Yeah.
I mean, that crack about the demon drink, he was definitely looking at you. I mean, it might be a good idea to give the Overton Arms a wide berth for a while.
You can, I'm not.
All right, boys? Oh, smash it, mate. Cheers. All right.
Bacon butty would go down better.
I'll be on this number, and Mr. Brownlow knows where I am if needed. I'll have a word with Bob as well.
So. There's one thing I wanted to clear with you, sir. The Overton Arms.
What about it?
I'd like to have a go at the manager.
Oh?
4 calls there last night. Seems the night shift have done little about him.
Yes, I saw the messages. You do know CID have a good relationship there?
It's unhealthy, sir. Plus, I've got my eye on a couple from the relief.
Loxton and Quinnan?
I think it's the attitude of the other reliefs rubbing off, sir.
If they're drinking on duty, stamp on it.
It'll be done right, sir.
As for CID, though, tread carefully. I think they're onto something. The DI makes a better friend than an enemy, and there's some merit in knowing where the villains are.
Getting too cosy, sir. Mr. Burnside's postulations don't really bother me.
No, I don't suppose they do. Look, do what you have to, but use discretion.
I will, sir.
And if you need help, use Bob Cryer as a sounding board.
I'm old enough to look after myself, sir.
Hey, look at that, gent. The natives were certainly restless last night.
A couple of broken windows that should have burnt the place down.
What, and make CID homeless? That's one of the very few original pubs left in Scannell, that. It's got atmosphere.
The manager's a snake.
Hey, he does a lot for charity.
So did the Craze.
Not a Methodist by any chance, are you?
Just go and get the teas, will you?
All right.
I'm away out, Bob. I've given Maitland a number where I can be contacted.
All right, no sweat. I've only got the one in. I'll probably bail him before 9.
Keep an eye on Maitland, will you? I know confidence is a good thing, but he seems to have a bigger helping than anybody else.
He's quite capable, isn't he?
Of what, though, I asked myself?
Well, if you want me to be his guardian angel, so be it.
It was more the relief I was thinking of.
What are you doing in the station, Hollis?
Oh, I left something, son.
What?
Urgent courage, son.
I wasn't born yesterday, Hollis. Get back out on the streets.
Son.
Yes? Right, okay, Alec. Oh, listen, Alec. You can pass the word around. If anyone wants to play silly beggars with me, I'm just in the mood for it. Just been subjected to a juvenile prank. Yes. Well, I don't think it is humorous.
Need some help? Huh? Oh, yeah. It's, I need a witness for Billy. Yeah, just stand there.
Oh, the yob from the Overton Arms.
Right, the charge is being drunk, caught in a month.
There's no way I'm turning up.
Well, it's up to you. The date's on the top. You haven't got any property, so that just leaves your head, right?
Yeah, it was a liberty.
Is it all right?
If I said no, would it make any difference?
Are you injured?
You said that as if you didn't know.
You refused treatment last night. Are you changing your mind?
Get
Do you mind? Well?
You're all in the same bed together, aren't you? Hey? Oh, what is the point? It's one law for one and another for people like me.
Meaning what?
Best if you say.
You know how I got it.
No, I don't.
You're telling the truth.
It was your pal, wasn't it?
Police officer did that to you.
Which tree have you jumped from, black ear?
Pardon?
Wipe your left ear, it's embarrassing. Well?
McMullen.
The manager of the Overton Arms.
How many McMullens do you know? He used a shotgun on me! That's how I got this.
Go around the back if you want. Stay where you are, Loxton. Open this door!
All right, all right. All right. Keep your wool on.
Open this door now, Mr. McMullen.
Okay, I want to get hold of Munro. Maitland knows where he is. Yeah.
Is there a screamer?
Ted Roach arrived yet?
Come on, it's only 9 o'clock.
Then you're going to have to step into the breach.
What is he?
Billy Thorogood.
Been belting someone, has he?
No, not this time. He's been examined by the police surgeon, head injury.
He was lucky to have been hit there, otherwise he might have hurt himself.
No, I'm not in the mood, Tosh. I've already got an overzealous sergeant tearing the place apart to get hold of Terry McMullen.
This is a dream.
No dream, Mr. McMullen. I've reason to believe that a man was threatened with a shotgun outside these premises last night.
Tell him. Well, you boys don't have to come heavy-handed in here. Ask Ted Roach. Shotgun. Someone's winding you up, son.
So you won't mind if I look round?
Be my guest. Careful with the wife, though. She's still a bit fragile. Tosh Lyons was in here last night. Made a big hole in the pork sandwiches.
Very interesting.
You coming to the charity do?
Nope. Stay there.
Yeah, go on. Don't forget, the wife is not a morning person. You want a livener?
You must be joking.
Sierra Oscar 3 from Sierra Oscar. Sierra Oscar 3 from Sierra Oscar.
5 minutes, Sierra Oscar. Radio not secure.
Oh, what a nice way to be woken up.
What the hell does that cowboy think he's doing?
Insecure radio.
My arse, you tell him to get back here immediately. This is a CID inquiry. It's got nothing at all to do with the uniforms.
See if you can get any small change.
Sergeant Maitland from Detective Sergeant Roach. Sergeant
Maitland from Detective Sergeant Roach. I want to speak to you urgent, real present assignment.
Ah, now we'll get some action.
I repeat, this is Detective Sergeant Roach. Please
I say, you boys put on a really good bluff for the earwigs on the scanners.
Hey, this isn't a show for the benefit of someone who might think you're a bit iffy.
Ted Roach, now there's a bloke I really rate. First-class detective. Should have been given another one up years ago.
You're not listening, are you, Terry?
Look, for a one-act play, it's not bad, but come on, we're cushy in here.
Terry, he means it.
You what? You mean that cadet upstairs is really looking for a shooter? Oh, why didn't you tell me?
This yours?
Yeah? No, look, I can't explain. It's complicated.
I'll say.
I want to talk to Ted Roach. You've got to let me talk to him.
I'd like to talk to you about this down at the station. You can see him then, OK?
I've told you, you can't.
You're coming with us and we're going to have to arrest you.
But don't you think we should speak with Ted Roach?
You don't realise what you're doing to me. Annie, do something.
I am. Watching.
Well, maybe if you told us a bit more, instead of sitting on things, we wouldn't be in this situation.
You don't seem to understand. This is First Division. Not only has that clown wrecked a bloody good capture, but he's also put McMullen's life in severe danger.
Well?
I think you better tell them, Doctor.
Well, at least he hasn't been shot.
Oh, it gets worse.
You won't say how he came by his injury, but in my judgment, it's a minor laceration, probably caused by a fall against a doorpost or a fence.
Marvellous. Billy's given you a story, and Maitland's done exactly what Billy wanted him to do.
Yeah, do you know, I reckon all the skippers round here are paying at the moon.
Let's hope it's not contagious, then.
Yeah. There's 4 more tickets sold, mate.
It's off.
But what do you mean?
McMullen's told us to stick it where the monkey stuffs its nuts.
Bastard.
True colours, eh?
Yeah, excuse me, Reg.
Ah, well, not to worry, eh? We're getting out of venue.
You know, Reg, I never thought I'd hear myself say it.
What's that, Tom?
I envy her. I really do.
Now, according to the uniforms, you said that McMullen used a shotgun.
Did I?
Are you saying it didn't happen?
What?
Now, listen, bullethead. I'm an expert in deviousness, but I can also give good advice, so I suggest you muse on it.
Okay, I'm musing.
Good. And think very carefully about where I'm going to offload any crap, should someone feel like switching the fan on.
You don't want me to make a complaint, do you?
Is that what I said?
Protect McMullen. That's what you want.
I'm a copper, Billy. I protect everybody, and that includes you. So, what's the story going to be on a paper?
You tell me.
No, Billy. Your ball. This is your decision. All I can do is make sure that you understand the consequences, whichever way you go.
Funny thing, musing, isn't it? Sort of concentrates things.
Take your time, Billy.
These are very serious allegations, Mr. McMullen.
On tape, you said?
Procedure's been fully explained to you. If you want me to do it again...
No, it's all right. You've been very fair. I just want to know the tape's on before I do anything.
Good. Now you're being sensible. What do you think you're doing?
Ma!
What the hell do you think you're doing? I have to speak. Interview halted for conference with Sergeant Cryer. 10:40 a.m. In the middle of a critical interview there.
Like a proposal of marriage to me.
Everything this shift has to be trivialised, hasn't it?
It depends which end you're at, but I'm not going into all of that. There's been a development I think you ought to know about. Billy Thorogood. Reckons he hit his head on a wall.
That's ridiculous. Oh, I see. The famous Sergeant Roach. Retraction.
You've got nothing.
No further action, just like that.
You can't see the wood for the trees, can you? Without a complaint, you've got nothing.
This'll do it.
You were lucky he didn't give you one of those barrels, Billy.
Yeah, well, at least we all know now for definite he's a grass, eh?
You what? Hey! This has been a setup.
Up yours, fat man. You're telling me Billy Thorogood has been hit on the head with a gun by McMullen and refusing to make a complaint?
Roach has persuaded him to retract.
Whoa, you've evidence to support that?
Well, it seems funny he only changed his mind after Roach saw him.
Well, I suggest you take that up with him. But from where I'm standing, you've got no case. Unless the gun's dodgy.
I'm looking into the shotgun offences, sir, but I felt you had to know.
So you've told me. Quite frankly, Billy Thorogood is an evil little turd. McMullen would have done us all a favour if he'd done the job properly. Not only would justice have been served, but the Overton Arms problem would have been solved.
With respect, sir, that's no justification.
No, but it's a fact of life. Why lose any sleep over it? There'll be other days.
Oh, this is where you're hiding.
Hold it right there, Sergeant.
Do you know what he's done?
Lower your tone, or I know what I'll do, Sergeant.
Not only has he blown out a top-level operation, but he's put a registered informant at serious risk.
I make no apologies for doing my job.
We can't be held responsible for botching a job we knew nothing about, Sergeant.
Mr. Burnside and I have been on this for weeks. Do you think it's just by accident that McMullen has got the Overton Arms? And now it's all for nothing.
Don't worry, I intend seeing Frank Burnside about this. But I'm certainly not having the likes of you coming in here bawling me out. Do I make myself clear?
OK, you've got the rank, sir. But just let me tell you what game you're in. Do you know Thomas Calvi Purvis?
Yes, he's a crime squad target.
Never heard of him.
You wouldn't.
Finish your story, Sergeant.
Well, the gun that you confiscated belonged to Purvis. He was going to use it on a job. We were going to be told when he collected it so we could jack the surveillance up.
Oh, this smells. You mean you knew McMullen had a shotgun?
Well, he's got a shotgun certificate. He can have as many as he wants.
Only if it's registered.
I don't want to hear any more. I'm taking this up with Mr. Brownlow as well.
Oh, he should have known. Nobody's got the stomach for real police work anymore.
Enough.
And as for you...
Leave it there, Sergeant.
Well, that is your prerogative, sir. But there is no way that I will ever let him into the witness box behind me. And if anything happens to McMullen, this all comes back to your door.
Get out! A probationer could have dealt with this more efficiently. McMullen's even got a bloody shotgun certificate.
I was only dealing with it as I saw fit, sir.
I told you to be discreet as far as the CID went.
Are you saying you knew about it?
I'll leave you to work that one out.
Are you sure you don't want me to come in with you?
No, this is my show.
Burnside's going to do his trolley on this one.
Yeah, well, not if I can rescue it.
Oh, hold your breath.
Come back in half an hour. Things are bad enough without you being clocked in the car.
Yeah, all right. Here, take this with you.
No, this is what I need.
This is for safety. I'll feel happier. Go on.
You're getting old, son.
Oh, Sarge, if you do manage to sweetheart him, will you ask him if he'll reconsider about the charity do?
You're getting as bad as Hollis.
My health on the line for you and Burnside, and you let a wooden top who hasn't got the brains of a rocking horse show me out. No, Ted, I've had it with you and your patter. It stinks.
What's the matter, your bottle gone?
Bottle? It's easy for you to talk about bottle with a team you got.
It has nothing to do with team. It's all about attitude and what's lodged in here.
Talking out of your exhaust. All I got is a drunken slut and a few half promises of 2 fat cats. Cheers.
It is no use blaming us for the show out. It was you decided to intimidate Billy with the shooter, and that was an intelligent thing to do.
Oh, so he's got a license to do what he wants.
Don't you realize what's happened? Purvis stuck Billy in as a gun dog just to see which way he would jump, and you dived straight in at the bait.
Yeah, but if the blue meanie hadn't come in for the gun and nicked me, things would still have been cushy.
Well, maybe it's just as well it happened, eh? Because if the heat was turned on, you'd have crawled up a drain pipe, and then we would have seen which side you were on.
Yeah, well, one thing's for certain. I'm gonna need a shooter now, or I'm gonna be kneecapped.
By Purvis? He's all mouth.
You haven't got a clue, have you? Listen, the geezer from South London ripped him off for 20 quid. Do you know what he done?
Tell me.
Purvis sewed his mouth up with cheese wire.
It's all wise tales.
But he's forgotten to tell you about the red-hot poker, Sergeant Fish.
You be careful, Purvis. You know I'm a police officer.
Yeah, I know. And I wanted to do for a long, long time. Oh, dear. And it was for such a worthy cause.
I'm warning you, Purvis. You lay a finger on either of us.
I'm terrified.
Assistance required. Overton Arms. Urgent.
Get him!
Unit calling. Repeat your message.
No time for this, Purvis.
So will you. In hospital.
It was definitely the Overton Arms, Sarge.
All units, urgent assistance call to the Overton Arms. Believe Sergeant Roach in trouble.
Lines on the way. All units note that a man called Thomas Calvi Purvis may be involved. If so, caution to be used. He is extremely violent.
Unit calling. Repeat your message.
Terry?
They made me do it! I wouldn't put you on trade!
I know, but I've a reputation to keep. Never mind. I'll give you time to think about it. Though everything I do to him, I'm gonna double up on you. By the time I'm finished, you're gonna wish I brought my cheese wire, Terry!
What do you think you're going to do with that? Purvis is a maniac. Put it away. If he sees you with that in your hand, you'll give him reason. Hats on, follow me.
The cavalry.
I'll take his head off his shoulders.
No. Let's have some sport first. Nice young fresh one. Tender. Sweet. Right for the plucking. What's the matter, son? Fear gripped your throat. Never mind. I'm a responsible man. You can have first dibs.
No need for violence.
You're right. What do you want? Thanks?
No, a statement will do for the time being. From both of you.
Unit 6, Unit 6 from SB. Banner Road at W. 6 Road. Keep well.
You ain't got nothing to do your weekend. Hello.
Hey! I'm on your side!
Will you need an ambulance, Tone?
Definitely. Wexley Way? That's just behind St Hugh's, isn't it?
I think it is, Sarge, yeah.
Ambulance service.
I was on my way home when I spotted her. I very nearly drove straight on. Wish I had now. I did think about it. I mean, if somebody's stupid enough to go running around in that state at this time of year, then of course I remembered.
What?
Well, how near the hospital we are here. Odds on that was where she'd come from.
So you stopped the car and you approached her, did you, sir?
I tried to talk to her, but I could see right away that she was obviously on something. I said, look, just get into the car and I'll drive you back, all right?
And how did she respond to that, sir?
Well, I couldn't believe it. I mean, that was when she suddenly went for me, with her nails. Tony?
Got a name yet, have you?
Miss Rowe, Sarge. Janet Rowe.
How is she now?
Still unconscious, Sarge.
And this bloke Smith?
He's still being treated.
Right. When he's being treated, let's have him back here. All right?
Right, Sarge.
Oh, and listen. One of you better hang about over there. I'll send a WPC out to you. See if you can get a word with the girl. Okay?
Okay, Sarge.
Hello. I see.
Oh, cheers. Do they often go walkabout then, the inmates?
You should have seen this place when they realised she was missing. You'd have thought there'd been a 4-minute warning.
You reckon he's our lad then, do you?
His story is he was just trying to get her back to the hospital. The right part of town, right time of night.
Where is he now then?
Still over at the hospital getting his face fixed.
Right. Great.
He was here.
What do you mean he was here?
He must have gone.
What, whilst you weren't looking? Oh, and no prizes for guessing where you were looking.
You did at least manage to get a name and address out of him before he scarpered, did you?
His name's Smith.
Smith? Oh, well, that cuts it right down, doesn't it, Tosh?
George Smith.
To get an address?
46 Todmore Gardens.
Anything else we should know?
You couldn't shake him on his story. That all he was doing was playing a good Samaritan.
He certainly seemed respectable enough.
So did the Yorkshire Ripper.
What about this woman? The one you found in Walsing with? What ward's she in?
A5, sir.
Well, what the hell are you doing here? Why aren't you down there finding out if she's come round yet? I want you to do a CRO check on our Mr. Smith. I'm going to find out if he really does live at 46 Todmore Gardens.
OK, go.
Any chance of a word, is it?
Doctor's still with her.
When then?
When and if the doctor says you can.
Mr. Smith?
That's right.
D.I. Burnside, Scannell Police.
Oh, come in.
Thanks. We thought we'd lost you back there for a moment.
Yes, well, I suppose I did shoot off a bit sharp at 8 hospitals. Was there something else then, Inspector? Only I did give your lads a statement.
Well, there were one or two other points we'd like clearing up, if you don't mind.
In that case, can I offer you a drink?
Well, I wouldn't say no to a coffee.
Black or white?
Black, please. No sugar.
Right.
So what's your game then, Mr. Smith?
My game, Inspector.
I mean, what do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm a teacher, primary school.
Oh, yeah. Married, I suppose.
Why would you want to know that?
Why? State secret, is it?
Of course not. And I am married, yes, as a matter of fact. And you're CID, you say?
Yeah, that's right.
Hardly a CID matter. Surely what happened tonight?
Well, let's hope not, eh?
So why are you here?
There have been 3 assaults over the past month. Well, 3 reported to us, anyway. All in the same part of town. The last one, not 300 yards from the spot where you were picked up this evening.
Yes, but just a minute, Inspector. Nobody's seriously suggesting that that was what was going on tonight, are they?
You were seen by 2 police officers. Apparently, trying to drag a half-naked female into your car.
What?
You were also, I believe, holding her by the wrists.
Well, of course I was holding her by the wrist. She was trying to scratch my eyes out.
Oh, I see. So she was trying to assault you then, was she?
Well, yes, in effect.
Well, why would you do that?
Well, I don't know, do I? Look, she seemed to be drugged to the eyeballs. Inspector, the only reason I was trying to get her into the car was because I thought she was going to injure herself. That was all.
I see.
Mr. Smith?
Yes?
DC lines from Sun Hill Police. Is Mr. Burnside with you, sir?
He is, yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, can I have a word, please, Gov?
Yeah, of course you can.
Ta.
So?
Nothing on Smith, but we just have a stamp on the line from the hospital.
And?
According to the doctor, there is evidence of attempted sexual assault.
What sort of evidence?
Well, bruising around the breasts, thighs, shoulders.
Well. Yeah, what's she got to say about it?
Nothing yet. They've still not been allowed to talk to her.
Right. Yeah, I'll tell you what you can do. Do you clock that pub down the road?
Yeah.
Well, there's a chance that could be his local. So I want you to go and have a sniff round, find out what the local yokels have to say about our Mr. Smith.
Right, Gov.
Oh, and before you do that, get on to the divisional surgeon. Tell him I want swabs, scrapings and anything else he can get down the hospital.
Right, Gov.
Right, Mr. Smith. From what I've just learned, I'm arresting you on suspicion of having committed an arrestable offence. You're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say will be taken down and may be used in evidence. All right?
Now then, Mr. Smith, do you have any questions to ask or comments to make about your arrest?
Only that this is crazy. It's ridiculous, in fact.
Anything else?
Yes, I'd like to ring my solicitor, please.
Works late, does he?
He's a friend. I have his home number.
I'm sure that can be arranged. Meanwhile, I have to tell you as custody sergeant, I am satisfied that this arrest is legal and you will be detained while we make further inquiries. Mind emptying your pockets, please.
Now, what I want to know, Mr. Smith, is what you were doing round St. Hugh's this evening.
I told you I was on my way home.
From where?
The Polly. I attend a night class there.
Oh, yeah. In what?
Art.
I see. So what were you doing last Monday evening, between the hours of 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock?
Last Monday night. It was the cinema, I think. Yes, that was it. Henry V.
First house, was it?
Well, I prefer to go early. It's quieter.
On your own, were you?
Yes.
Not into Shakespeare, then? Mrs. Smith?
Not really, no.
What about the previous Friday evening?
My art class again. I go there every Friday.
After which you took your usual route home past the hospital?
Yes.
Only it's not on your way home, is it?
Well, not directly.
As a matter of fact, it's well out of your way.
Look, I always come home that way to avoid the traffic.
Traffic? At that time of night?
How's it going?
It isn't at the moment.
What's the problem?
She is.
Do you mind if I try?
You're my guest.
So what sort of things do you paint down this class of yours?
All sorts of things.
Portraits? Still life?
Sometimes.
How about live models? The odd nude, perhaps?
Sometimes.
And you enjoy that sort of thing, do you?
Yes.
Have a live one down there for you tonight, did they?
Not tonight, no.
How about last Friday? What was on the menu then? Something tasty?
I suppose you could say that. It was a bowl of fruit.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to see you can retain your sense of humour, George. Given the fact that you could be facing a charge of attempted rape here.
Look, Inspector, how many times do I have to say it? All I did was go to help the poor woman, that was all.
Yeah, well, we've only got your word for that.
Not necessarily.
Oh?
There was a woman walking down the road as I was stopping the car. I can remember thinking, when I do approach the girl, what will it look like?
And, why would you think that, then?
Well, I don't know. I could see that all she had on was a nightie. I mean, the whole thing was weird. Only seeing this other woman sort of solved my problem in a way. If I could get her to approach her with me.
Oh, why didn't you?
Well, that's just it. I tried to. But as I approached her, she practically ran back towards the houses.
And why would she do that?
Well, I don't know. But if other women have been molested in that area recently, I suppose it was a perfectly understandable reaction.
So what did this other woman look like?
Late 50s, 60s. I've never been very good at people's ages.
Well, what was she? Tall, short, fat, thin?
Just an average sort of woman of that age, I suppose.
All right. We'll check it out. Not thinking of going home, are you, Jim?
Well, yes, actually.
Oh, dear.
Look, is this absolutely necessary?
Oh, yeah. Always. In cases like this.
Well, even my underpants.
Especially your underpants. You'd be amazed what we can tell about a man from the state of his underpants.
When can we talk to her, Doctor?
Not before tomorrow morning at the earliest.
Only Sister has told you, has she? That we are holding a man on suspicion at the moment.
Of course she has. In fact, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Did she tell you what happened?
Yes. She confirmed part of your story. The bit about you running up to her and her having to leg it back to her house.
I really couldn't believe her doing that, you know?
Well, at least she didn't end up getting molested.
Nobody was molested, Inspector.
That's where you're wrong, Mr. Smith. Somebody was. That poor epileptic lying there in the hospital. She certainly was.
Epileptic?
Oh, didn't you realise?
Well, I didn't know.
Look, why don't you do us all a favour, Mr. Smith, and tell us what really happened this evening?
I've already told you what happened.
But I'll tell you what I think happened. I think there you were, driving along, minding your own business. And all of a sudden, there she was. And you, being what you might call a student of the female form, said to yourself, hello, that's a bit tasty. Wouldn't mind having her pose for me and the altogether.
No.
But before you could do the business, this other old bint turns up. And you, not wishing to have an audience for what you had in mind, decided to put the frighteners on her first.
That is rubbish. Absolute and utter filthy rubbish.
And having got rid of her, you then went straight back in there.
This really is outrageous, you know. It's quite outrageous.
Probably what she thought while she was having her clothes ripped off her back.
I should like to ring my solicitor, please.
He's out. Remember? Probably at this very moment, in the middle of the creme caramel.
And I should like to try him again, please.
Gov. So what you got?
Well, for starters, you didn't know they were separated, did you, Gov? Him and his wife. A couple of months ago now.
I didn't, no. So get her in here.
She won't come in. Doesn't want to know, in fact.
But you have spoken to her at least.
Oh, yeah, just now.
So?
Well, she did say one thing. Might be worth having a dig at.
And they're absolutely sure about this, are they?
Positive, yeah.
Well, Burnside's going to love you two, I can tell you.
Go in and sit down, Mr. Smith.
Get through to him this time then, did you?
No, still out.
Oh dear. And I thought it was only coppers you could never find when you wanted one.
Look, Inspector, how much longer am I going to be subjected to this third degree?
All night, if that's how long it takes. The interview with George Smith resumed at 22:10 hours. DI Burnside and DC lines now.
I really can't believe this is happening, you know. I simply stopped the car to help the poor girl.
Just doing your duty as a citizen, right?
Is that so hard to believe?
Well, let's put it this way. There's not a lot of it about. So how long have you been separated then, Mr. Smith? 2 months? 3?
Who told you that?
How long?
It's none of your damn business.
I disagree. I think it could very well be my business.
What are you getting at now?
The wife packs her bags, right? Bloke soon gets lonely. Some blokes find consolation down a boozer. Others find what they're missing in the arms of another. But a third kind, well, he can get up to all kinds of naughties.
That is an absolutely outrageous allegation.
Who's alleging? I'm simply explaining that the fact that you and your wife are now separated could very well be relevant.
Why didn't you mention it?
Well, why should I?
Why wouldn't you?
Well, you're married, are you, Inspector?
I was.
Divorced, then?
So what?
Oh, do you always mention it to complete strangers? Is it the first thing you bring up when the chat gets around to wives and babies and happy families?
Isn't that important to me?
Oh, well, it is to me.
Is it? Or is it something else altogether?
What do you mean?
Tell me something, George. How long after the happy day was it before your wife walked out on you? 3 weeks?
Who told you that?
Your wife.
You've spoken to Moira about this.
Oh, yes.
Oh. And what else did she tell you?
About what?
Oh. Anything. 2 weeks and 6 days, actually. That's how long. So what are you saying to me? That the fact that my marriage was a failure brands me as some sort of rapist?
Just strikes me as a bit odd, that's all. I mean, I've heard of the honeymoon being over quick. That's presuming there was a honeymoon.
Oh, yes. There was a honeymoon.
Well, that was when you were in work.
Oh, you really have done your homework, haven't you, Inspector?
But no longer.
What possible relevance could that have to any of this?
There's something else that was a bit odd, that's all.
What odd? Being out of work?
For a teacher, when the whole of central London is screaming out for them.
You weren't sacked for anything, were you, George?
No, Inspector, I was not sacked. Sorry to keep disappointing you like this, but I wasn't. I resigned. And would you like to know why I resigned? Well, why not? Perhaps you'll find that relevant too. It was because one afternoon a couple of months ago, when the class was devolving into complete bedlam yet again, I suddenly realised what a bloody awful teacher I was. Of course, it didn't just happen that afternoon. I mean, it had got to the stage where I used to wake up at night sweating, just at the thought of facing them. Not, of course, that Moira ever understood. I mean, you would have thought she would have done, being a teacher herself. But then, of course, she's a good teacher. Doubt in herself never for a moment ever crossed her mind. I'm quite sure of that. But what a giggle she'd get out of this, though. And the idea of me, of all people...
You had a word with her?
Tomorrow morning at the earliest, sir.
If there's still any point, after what the doctor just told these two about the bruises.
What about the bruises?
Well, you know, we thought they suggested that rape had at least been attempted. Well, it turns out that wasn't the case after all.
You what?
You remember us telling you, sir, the reason she was sedated in the first place was because of this fit she had this afternoon.
So?
Well, it seems that during the fit she became so violent that it took a couple of porters to restrain her. One of them ended up falling right on top of her, which is actually how she got the bruises, according to the doc.
And of course, that was several hours before she'd even left the hospital.
Which, if it doesn't do anything else, it certainly knocks the bottom out of any case we might have against Smith, doesn't it?
I'm sorry about that, sir.
You're sorry.
Excuse me, sir. Got a Mrs. Smith at the front desk. Wife of Mr. George Smith.
Really? Right, thanks.
What do you think then, Gov?
I still think he's our man. Bruises or no bruises. There are far too many little discrepancies. Too many things he didn't bother to tell us till they were forced out of him. Well, what a surprise, Mrs. Smith. My constable said that you'd refused to come in.
That's right.
So what changed your mind?
I thought better of it. I mean, if George really is in some sort of trouble... I mean, it just seems so ridiculous, the very idea of him, of all people, actually assaulting somebody.
Well, people often do act out of character when it comes to the old Adam.
The old Adam?
Sex, Mrs. Smith.
So how can I help you?
Will you answer me one question? Do you think your husband's capable of rape?
What an extraordinary question.
So what's your answer?
Isn't any man given the right set of circumstances?
And what are the right set of circumstances? I mean, in his case.
Well, how on earth would I know that?
Well, one does hear of wives being raped by their husbands.
What are you getting at, Inspector?
Why the marriage never made it through the honeymoon?
Will there be anything else?
Not for the moment, no. Thanks. Right, Tosh. Get Mr. Smith his clothes, will you?
You mean I can go? That's it?
That's right. Well, it's not as though we don't know where to find you, if anything else turns up.
You still think I'm guilty, don't you?
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter what I think.
What's that scrope doing in here?
Come to see how his complaint's progressing?
No chance.
So we're dropping French in at the deep end then?
Why not? We don't have favourites, do we? Anyway, according to Alex, she's shaped up very well on a street duties course. So maybe she can show Stamp how to do the job properly.
At least she won't get done for racial harassment. She's rotten colour.
You won't have met our new Detective Chief Inspector, Kim Reed, Lawrence Joseph, the local councillor for the Belmont Ward. And this is Everton Warwick and Andrew Wright, the community representatives for the Jasmine Allen estate.
Pleased to meet you.
Do it. Thanks.
Oh,
Sir?
I thought we'd keep it informal.
Oh, yeah, right.
340 Quinnan, Sierra Oscar 2. I've got some messages for you, yeah?
Sarge.
363 Loxton, 643 Ackland, Sierra 1, 595 Stamp, 832 French. Beat 3, Foot Patrol, with particular reference to Jasmine Allen estate.
Never mind, Delia. Can only get better.
Don't see how.
I'd like courtesy and tact out there as well. There are people upstairs from Jasmine Allen at this very moment questioning the way we do our job. Let's not give them any more ammunition.
If you come across anything, use your judgment. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Sierra 1 will be an easy reach. OK?
Yes, Sarge.
Questions?
No.
Sir?
No, on your way, please. Something you don't approve of in that message, Bob?
No, sir, the message was fine. I just don't like the implication that this relief is suddenly full of racists.
Another 2 officers with a complaint against them is a matter for complacency, is it?
No, but it's like football. Active players, the ones that get stuck in, well, they're going to get a booking now and again. It's inevitable. And it's the same with active policemen.
So it's all right for Stamp and Quinnan to push the likes of Everett and Warwick around and call them bastard spades?
Allegedly called.
Allegedly, of course. The classic defence of the crafty copper. Sit tight, say nothing, and they can't touch you.
Well, it works for the criminals. Why shouldn't we have the same rights?
See our mutual friend?
Eh?
Warwick.
Well,
In the nick, having tea and bickers with the chief super, apparently.
perhaps he's in the Masons.
What is Everton to think of his chances of getting justice when your own statistics are against you? More than 300 cases of racial harassment in the last 3 years, and only 1% of officers involved get disciplined. 1%? Does this mean that 99% of black people are liars?
So, this complaint, did you arrest him or not?
Of course we arrest him. I arrest anyone who stops me doing my job.
We had a call, right? Suspect car theft on the estate. We hack it down there, question the lake concerned. Up pops our friend Warwick behind us.
You must have radar. Any arrest within a mile radius and Warwick and his mates are there discussing your parentage.
So we discussed his.
All I can say is that the Commissioner does share your disquiet. One of the points of the Plus programme was to make the complaints procedure more effective.
Plus programme. More talk and propaganda. To your people on the streets, we're still crap, and that's how you'll go on treating us.
That does cut both ways, Mr. Warwick. Our officers are a constant target.
Yes, all right, Derek. Thank you. Look, this isn't meant to be a forum for discussing the complaints procedure. We're here to talk about the Jasmine Allen estate. So, Mr. Joseph, what are we going to do about the drug dealers?
Well, we could start by not pretending there are more of them than there actually are, and using them as an excuse to swamp the estate with police.
I'd hardly call a pair of officers on foot patrol a swamp.
The TSG have been in twice in the last week alone.
And without warning. When the agreement was that heightened police activities of that kind would be discussed with local representatives beforehand to avoid just the kind of tensions that have now been created.
We seem to be back to the bad old days, Mr. Brownlow. And it is not our fault.
Kim?
My understanding of the TSG operations is that they've been targeting 2 particular suspects for some time. And when the opportunity arose, they had to act or risk losing them. There wasn't time for consultation.
My dear, if the police are to decide when there is or isn't time for consultation, our dialogue becomes a little one-sided, wouldn't you say? If pushed too hard, members of our community may also start acting without consultation.
Cheers, mate. Pleasure.
I hate this place.
Yeah, another cock up by the planners.
Don't mind the architecture. I suspect it looked quite impressive as a model when they built it. It's just a pity they had to move people in and spoil it.
You received your discussion document for the consultative meeting next Thursday?
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, I'll see you there then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh, I'll be in my office if there's anything you want to discuss with me. So.
All right, Kim. Thanks very much. Well, Derek, I have to confess that's not the most constructive contribution I've seen you make to a meeting.
No, sir. I'm sorry about that.
Look, I realise that you're not wholeheartedly behind the Jasmine Allen initiative. But even you will have to admit that 2 years ago, there is no way that the likes of Joseph and Warwick would have stepped foot voluntary inside a police station. The fact that they're here and talking is proof that some progress has been made.
No, sir. To me, it proves that we're on a very dangerous road. We both know that crime is flourishing on Jasmine Allen. Not big crime, admittedly. Not the heavy mob we cleared out 2 years ago, but little crime. Crime not worth rocking the boat for. Crime we turn a blind eye to while we pour in money and resources to build up trust and understanding within the local community. And when the crime gets a little bit too big, when the burglaries get a little bit too frequent, or the drug dealing gets a little bit too blatant and we act, what do we get? Cooperation? Community understanding? No. We get a bollocking from Councillor Joseph and a threat. He's virtually telling us to keep out.
I think we should try and keep things in proportion, Derek.
Yes, I think we should, sir. Policing is a very simple thing. You screw the ones who deserve it, and you help the ones who don't. And you do that on the Jasmine Allen estate just as anywhere else. without fear or favour.
The only thing that's really changed is 2 years ago they would have dropped a telly on your head as you walked under these. They don't drop tellies anymore. They've all got new ones. All right, Monty, how's your life?
Awful, man. This a red?
Yeah, empty a cake tin. This is Delia. She's new. Well, newish.
Please to meet you.
Want some rum in your tea?
God, thank you.
For you, Tony?
Nah, just 3 sugars, Tar.
Thought you'd be off the streets, having been complained about and all.
Storm in a teacup, Monty. Everton loves us, really. Is he back?
He's back.
In his flat?
In the clubhouse.
So, anything else happening?
Mm-hmm. Help yourself, girl. It's homemade. Tastes awful, but it's homemade.
Thank you. Don't people mind then?
What?
Him making tea and cake for the police.
Someone has to do it. They wouldn't touch Monty, would they, mate?
Yeah?
Half the kids on the estate are his grandchildren. It's not bad for someone who's never been married. It's a good vantage point, this. And he's a nosy old git, aren't you?
I don't like this drug things, you know.
Thank you.
A little bit of ganja. For personal use? Okay. But all this snotting and shooting in the arm and thing, that's bad. Bad for the kids. So now and again, I make tea for Babylon.
So, is there anything? Where should we be looking then?
Lincoln House. In the bin chamber, you know, where all the trash is. It's getting regular there. One guy.
What's he pushing?
All kinds. Anything the customer can afford.
Young customers? All day?
Late afternoon. After school, you know.
Will he be there now? How do you fancy your body first time out?
What?
A collar. Monty reckons there's a pusher waiting to be nicked. So what do you reckon? Call up the cavalry or go for it?
Look, I don't know because Sergeant Cry, he's
He said use your judgment. Well, that's what we're doing. Low profile. We nick matey, whistle up a car, home, no hassle. Yeah?
All right.
Great. I knew you wouldn't turn out to be all mouth and nicky.
Hey!
Cheers, Monty. See you, mate.
595 from Sierra Oscar, receiving.
Receiving.
You still on Jasmine Allen, Tony?
Yes, Sarge. It's very quiet. Just going to check out a couple of things and take a turn around the new business park.
Should have told him.
We will. Cheers, mate.
Take care, Babylon.
We're using a lookout on the other way. She's bound for cover. Come on, lads, out of the way.
Members only. Members only, what do you want?
The lad who just went in. Red shirt, black tracksuit bottoms. He's nicked.
Members only. Sorry.
I want him out.
Leave it, Tony!
Just don't push,
Stuff,
man.
leave it.
Just don't push.
I want to talk to him and I'm legally entitled. Now bring him out or you're nicked and all.
Tony!
You're not coming in there, so move.
Now, get
Sierra
back
Oscar
off.
from
Bring him
832.
out. Just so
Urgent assistance required. Jasmine Allen Estate.
832 from Sierra Oscar receiving. Delia, this is Sergeant Cryer. What sort of assistance? What's happened?
We tried to arrest a drug pusher, only he's gone to earth in the clubhouse, and they don't want to cooperate. He's an IC3, mid-teens, short hair, red shirt, and black tracksuit bottoms.
Jasmine Allen.
All units from Sierra Oscar. Urgent assistance required at Jasmine Allen Estate.
Sierra 1 received.
Attempted arrest at clubhouse. Drug offence. Suspect IC3, mid-teens, short hair, red shirt, black tracksuit bottoms. Still at large.
Who's cut that one then, I'll tell you.
We don't want you to move!
We have got to pull out!
Not without a body.
You got a body, Babylon.
Just for once, sunshine. Keep that out of it.
That's the kid we're after.
What about Tony and Delia?
They can hang on a second.
Anything else?
Yeah, I got hit in the stomach.
Better have a look.
Mr. Warwick attempted to release WPC Ackland's grip on the prisoner. When this failed, he hit her in the stomach and punched her in the face.
Any other witnesses to this attack?
Yes, Sarge. PC Quinnen.
So, you didn't see anything, Loxton?
No, sir. There was a lot of confusion, sir.
But you did?
Yes, sir. PC Stamp and I were assisting Meldrum, the drug pusher.
Alleged drug pusher?
Yeah, well, we were assisting Meldrum into the rear of the van when Warwick attacked WPC Ackland, sir.
You're certain it was him and not one of the others? I understand there was quite a scrum.
It was Warwick, sir.
There's no possibility at all that you're mistaken?
No, sir. None at all.
So, this is policing without fear or favour, is it? Acting on your personal instructions, was he?
Sure.
Stamp. He couldn't have made a better hash of it if he had been.
It does seem prima facie that Warwick committed an offence.
On whose evidence? 2 officers who have a grudge against him?
And Ackland's?
Yes. Her word against Warwick's. You know very well that won't secure a conviction. And all for what? A tuppenny-halfpenny drug pusher that we're going to have to release anyway.
Release? Why? We had him bang to rights.
Apparently French has lost the evidence.
I definitely picked them up. I mean, I remember picking them up. They were like little packets. I mean, I don't even know what was in them. Crack, I suppose. Anyway, I was like clutching them in my hand like this, and well, I should have stuck them in my pockets. That's just stupid cow.
You don't always have time to think of these things.
Oh, yeah. It must have happened when we were outside that club, you know, and they just started us pushing and shoving Tony and,
Doesn't matter, love. Really.
But it does. I mean, I was so hyped up to do well this week. And then I was no bloody good when all the trouble started. I mean, I know that. I could have done anything. Anything, and I couldn't have stopped them. I mean, I was like an observer, you know. I was like pathetic.
You're not pathetic. You got plenty of bottles.
Oh, yeah. Mouth and nicotine.
No. You made arrests. You nicked a bloke first day out on your street duties course, remember? Now, what happened today is different. Takes a lot of getting used to. Pure hate, it shakes you up. Now, you did fine. OK? Go and get yourself an early meal break. But just one thing that puzzles me. This pusher, Meldrum. Well, I mean, 1 minute Tony's on the radio saying things are all quiet. Then you come on and say a drug buster's gone wrong and the wheels come off. Tony wasn't doing his Lone Ranger bit, was he? Keeping a possible collar to himself?
No. No, I mean, we just went round the corner, you know, and there the guy was.
Yeah. OK. Go on, off you go.
Well, I don't think there's any real damage done. Lucky you weren't pregnant, though.
Oh, thanks.
But I'd rather you went to hospital. Yeah? And don't drive yourself. Get a lift.
Oh, how you doing?
She says the hospital.
Oh, well, you go and sit down and I'll arrange it. Bad?
That was a nasty blow, but I think it's just bruising.
Is it worth a GBH?
Oh, I shouldn't think so, even with the face.
I'm not settling for a Section 51.
Oh, the injuries are worth an ABH, no question. Are your witnesses? That's the point. Do I need to see the prisoner?
No. No, not a scratch.
What's happening about the two from Jasmine?
I've got no argument from Meldrum, sir, that Warwick has got to be charged.
I'm not suggesting otherwise. But I want him released on bail on his own recognizance as quickly as possible and with the minimum amount of hassle.
You get no hassle from me, sir. He's in cell 4 if you want to check.
Alec, you know perfectly well what I mean. I want you to get your head around the wider political implications of this. Now, less than an hour after attending a meeting in this building, Warwick is dragged back in. Of the 20 or 30 people allegedly attacking the police on the Jasmine Allen estate, he's the only one to have been arrested. A lot of people are going to find that extremely provocative.
Pardon me, sir. Sorry for butting in, but aren't we forgetting something? June Ackland has been assaulted. She was punched in the face, whacked in the stomach. She may be permanently damaged for all we know. And all I've heard since then is, are we sure? Can we prove it? Why have we arrested him? What about his friends? Well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't give a toss about his friends. A police officer has been hurt. Our concern should be for her welfare, not Mr. Warwick's friends.
Of course I'm concerned about June Ackland. I'm also concerned for the welfare of life and property in this borough. And I do not need you to teach me my responsibilities. Thank you, Sergeant.
You're a racist, Stamp?
No, sir.
Only, whenever there's a point of friction with the black community, you're the piece of grit they're rubbing up against. Would you like a transfer to Aberystwyth?
No, thank you, sir. I hate the Welsh.
You are a racist, then?
Only against the Welsh. Otherwise, the only people I hate are slag. Black, white, pink, green. Colours immaterial.
Everton Warwick is slag, then, is he?
In my opinion, yes, sir.
So you stitched him up? You and Quinnan? Revenge for the complaint?
No, sir.
That's how it's going to look.
I can't help that. What would you rather I did? Tell lies so he gets off?
All right, don't get cocky, please. I am on your side, basically. But if ever I find out you have stitched him up...
Just in case you're interested, Derek, everything's quiet on the Jasmine Allen estate at the moment. I've got a call into Lawrence Joseph. I'd like you to prepare a statement for the media. Hopefully, common sense will prevail in the short term.
Well, it looks like rain anyway, so that usually helps.
You written your statement yet, Sam?
Not yet, sir, no.
Well, I'd like it done today. I want to get the papers over to the CPS as soon as possible.
Sir.
Might be appropriate if you took June Ackland to hospital, as it was effectively you who put her there.
You don't have to stay.
No, it's okay.
Well, I'd rather you didn't, to be quite honest. I no offence, but I'm a big girl now.
I'll wait outside.
We can get a cab.
No, I'll wait.
Wanted?
I fell down the stairs, Babylon. I fell.
From Sierra Oscar.
Receiving, Sarge.
Just a polite inquiry, Tony. How you doing?
I don't know what the problem is.
The High Street's solid, and it's spilled over into all the side streets.
You're cutting it a bit fine.
If he's getting jumpy, just tell him 4 minutes.
Will do.
OK, thanks very much. Get that back straight away, will you, Eileen, please? It'll be about 4 minutes, sir.
With the traffic as bad as it is, I should be leaving sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I know, sir.
You got any other drivers standing by?
Yes, sir. I called PC Loxton in 20 minutes ago, but he's stuck in traffic.
Right. Well, if either of them turn up, I'll be in the collator's office. I should be back sometimes after 1 o'clock. If you need me, you know where to find me.
Yes, sir. Hello, Chief Superintendent's office. No, I'm sorry, he's just left. Mrs. Brownlow? Yes, Derek Conway here. Look, hold on, will you? I'll try and catch him. Sir?
Yes, what is it?
It's your wife, sir. She's on the phone.
What does she want?
Wish you luck.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Ah, new here, are you? My name's Tom Penny, Chief Security Officer, Craddock Engineering Company.
Yes, how can I help you, sir?
I've got an appointment with Detective Sergeant Roach, 9 o'clock. You know who he is, do you?
Yes. I'm afraid he's engaged at the moment.
Nothing changes, does it?
What would you like to take a seat, sir?
I don't think that'll be necessary.
I'm afraid it will be. You're a civilian here and I can't let you through.
Hollis?
Your jungle drums are working well.
You what?
Well, aren't you about that woman, Dave Quinn, just stopped her coming out your place?
Oh, yeah. Said anything interesting, has she?
Nah, well, you have to speak to Alec Peters, mightn't
You mean Sergeant Peters, Reg?
you? Yeah, well, Sergeant, yeah.
Is it right to let him through, Reg?
Sergeant? Yeah. He used to be a skipper here. Practically got shares in the place.
What right has he got? I ask you, what right? I was minding my own business.
Look, like I said, love, you are acting in a manner that gave me reasonable grounds
We've
for
been
suspicion.
through all this. Would you mind showing us what you've got in your pockets?
I'm a pregnant woman.
No, but he's talking to you now. You're going to empty your pockets or not?
All right, Dave. Find a WPC. We're going to have to search her.
No!
Congratulations, love. You just given birth to a brake pad.
Summary of the last 12 months' stops in streets, sir, and a breakdown of motor vehicle-related crime.
Well, thanks, Ron. Need something to read in the car. I must have about everything by now.
Yeah, just about clean me out, sir. Oh, juvenile offences.
Yes, why not?
Hang on, they were here a moment ago, sir.
As far as I know, it's a straightforward arrest, Tom.
What, Dave Quinnan? Nothing about that bloke straightforward, you know that.
She's a cleaner at your place. Dave nicked her as she was coming off the early shift.
Got a name?
Come on, do you need to know all that?
Look, I'm in charge of security there. She's been arrested. I've got a right. Besides, if it's who I think it is.
She hasn't been charged yet. Come on, Tom, you know the score. If there's anything in it for you, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah, all right. I tell you what, it's a thieves' paradise, that place.
Isn't it everywhere?
When I started there, I couldn't believe it. It's like a bloody jumble sale. Of course, half the security boys are in on it, what with wives and girlfriends and things. Didn't even bother hiring it half the time.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you, there's been some weeding out since I joined the firm, I can tell you.
I'm sorry to rush you, Tom. I've got to sort all this out and then we'll talk later.
Yeah, all right. I tell you what, why don't I buy you a pint when you finish at 2?
Yeah, I'll try.
All right. Yeah. Oh, listen, Alec, check her boots. Favourite hiding place.
What's Penny here for anyway? Come for a job as a special, has he?
No, lollipop man, George.
Now, Norrie, come on, be fair. 2 points over the limit, you lose your job, eh?
Well, you're fed rep, Rich. What are you doing about it, eh?
Well, representations are being made. What's the matter with that? Eh?
Anybody seen Loxton?
Not any past 10 or...
Forget it.
Eh? Is that a fiddler's elbow, isn't it?
Sorry, mate. Right, never mind, let's go, Sam. Right, within the speed limits, none of that nonsense with the sirens. We've got half an hour to get to Victoria. We're going to make it?
I'll give it a go, sir.
Good.
There's only one thing, sir. I'm running a bit short of juice.
I've been doing it a few months. Well, my husband, Keith, he had a small business loan for his garage and we can't keep up the payments.
Oh, and I thought Tom Penny was the father.
Would you like to make a statement to me?
You're going to have to pay your husband a visit, Mrs. Gibbons.
Well, it wasn't his fault.
All right.
I was trying to help him.
Come on, let's find an interview room.
Hold it. Would you mind taking your boots off, Mrs. Gibbons? Tom Penny isn't all mouth, Dave.
I thought we were getting things sorted. Give it a couple of weeks, it could all be changed again.
Oh, John Maitland's settled in. I mean, he's cracking the whip, but they know he's on their side.
There's talk of a new duty sergeant, Bob.
Yeah, but if there's a new appointment, I mean, that's down to the chief super, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think Mr. Brownlow's chances are up the yard today?
Well, he wouldn't have got aboard unless they thought he could make commander.
And what do you think?
Well, he's got everything going for him. If there's any single problem, it'll be his age.
I thought they'd be crying out for commanders of his experience.
They are, Bob, they are.
Right, anybody call for an ambulance? Stamp! Ambulance!
Sierra Oscar 595.
Where does it hurt?
My leg.
Accident, junction of Miller Road,
Right.
Boundary Road.
Anybody see what happened?
One serious injury. Over. You back the car up, sir. Go the other way.
This might hurt. There. Right.
Sierra Oscar 595. Sarge, you can get onto the yard, let him know the governor's going to be late. So, will you witness?
Yeah. You just wait a minute. All right. Can you tell me your name?
He's going off funny.
Stamp! He stopped breathing. Could you put those on, please? Quick. Right. If you can press on there.
In an outfit like that, behind the times, they think you get a couple of security men in, it'll all stop. But I tell you this, Ted, it's been going out on a regular basis. It's a team.
Yeah, sure thing, Tom. Sure. What is it?
Another artivist crime, Sergeant. Mrs. Henderson. Sounds like the same bloke saying he's from the gas board.
Get in?
Nah, she wouldn't let him, but there's a good description.
Smash him, put it on Carver's desk. I'll get him to deal with it when he comes in.
Will do. All right, Tom.
Oh, sorry about that, Tom. You know how it is.
I've kept my eyes open. Asked a few questions, looked through the files. It's different people on different days. But the point is, Ted, it's got to be going somewhere. Someone's handling it.
So what? You mean these people are known associates? Have known associates? I mean, outside the firm?
Well, look, I'm not 100% sure of that. But the amount of stuff that's going, it points to it, yes.
So what are you saying, Tom? That this is some sort of conspiracy? Or what? It'll be difficult to prove.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be easier for you to check these people out for yourself? Find out what you can get out of them?
I'd like you to come down and take a look, Ted, that's all.
Well, you mean set up an observation? We're only talking a few car parts, Tom.
It's a crime. You are still interested in crime, aren't you, Ted? Come on, I'm ex-job. I know the score.
All right, all right. I'll try and come across and see you. I can spare you an hour.
11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2.
I think he's breathing, sir.
Yeah, there's a pulse. Our traffic here will hand over to them. I thought he was conscious when we arrived. Stopped breathing. No CPR, there's a pressure pin in his leg.
Cheers, mate. You probably saved his life.
Stamp! Nearly through. Honey, I should be late.
No worries, sir. Really ready after the yard.
Okay.
Mind me saying, sir, but isn't the uniform a bit ribald?
Well, that's what they call proactive policing, Tom, isn't it?
And this was Sergeant Maitland with it.
Yeah, and that's when he does it, doesn't he? WPC French, arrest that bus.
That's
Tom.
right.
All right.
Tom, I'll see you in a couple of minutes, Bob.
Yeah, all right, sir. Well, how are you keeping?
Oh, you know. So you still got you under the thumb?
Oh, we get along.
Still rubbing your nose in the rule book, is he? Worse than Hollis for regulations.
Yeah, so what brings you here?
A little bit of business with CID.
Still keeping you touched then?
Oh, certainly. You know me. Look, as I'm passing, I thought I'd make the flag at 2 if you fancy a pint.
Well, it's a bit short notice, isn't it? I mean, I'd like to, but...
Think nothing of it. Tell you what, pass the word around. If they're looking for an old mate to stand them a drink, I'll be in there.
Yeah, OK, Tom.
Right, be seeing you, Bob.
Yeah.
Security bloke now, isn't he?
Yeah.
There but for the grace of God.
Hello, I'm Chief Superintendent Brownlow. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, yes, Mr. Brownlow, we got your message, but the board's running an hour late anyway, so I didn't pass it on.
Let's try Charles.
David.
Trying to impress the board, you're still a working copper?
Well, it wasn't a trial, actually. We met a PI accident. Frightened the living daylights out of me. Excuse me, is there anywhere I could get a wash and brush over?
Here, come with me.
Oh,
thanks. Still hands on, eh, Charles?
Yeah. I thought I'd forgotten how to deal with road traffic accidents.
Save it for the board. He'll go down a treat with Hicks.
Hicks?
Yes, you know him. Isn't he on your DAC?
Yeah, but he's not on the board, is he? I mean, I thought the two DACs were Drew and Webster.
Hicks took Webster's place at the last minute. Webster's doing a briefing for next Sunday's demo. If you were stationed here at the yard, Charles, you'd get all of it.
Honestly, it's only been going on 2 months.
Yes, and we believe you. Now, I've got to ask you this. Do you know other people who might be doing the same kind of thing?
What are you asking me to say?
It's all right, Mrs. Gibbons.
No, it's not. He's asking me to grasp.
On who?
Look, there's nobody else. Well, I mean, there might be, the odd bit here and there.
Well, that's interesting, because I've heard that's not exactly the case. I have it on very good authority that there are lots of things being stolen from that factory. Small parts, machine tools. And if I thought that you knew anything to do with that,
the cleaner.
then who do you know?
What's he on about? All right, your bloke caught me. And I'm ashamed of what I've done, but honest, you've got to believe me. I've never heard about anything else.
Interview terminated 11:05. Look, Mrs. Gibbons, I'm just going to have a word with my colleague. Can I get you a cup of tea or something?
Could you catch us a fag as well?
Yeah, sure. She's not lying, is she?
Doubtful.
Where did you get all that from? Look, the poor woman's been scared out of her wits. She's learnt her lesson, she's going to be charged, and then she's going to be sacked. Do we have to stick her with the Brinks mat as well?
Yeah, all right, June. Just get her a cup of tea and see if we can bail her. I didn't mean to get on your back.
I'm sorry. Do you think you can get me a cup of tea? Must I catch a fag?
Joy, Ted?
Ah, grief, Alec.
Frankly, I could see it coming. Tom Penny's his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
So what you going to do, see him? Well, tell him if he gets any more hunches, take him down to Barton Street. He owes them a favour.
Come in.
Chief Superintendent Brownlow, sir.
Mr. Brownlow, come in. Take a seat, please. Thank you, sir.
Well, Mr. Brownlow, perhaps you would be so good as to tell us why you wish to attend the Senior Command course.
Well, sir, it would give me an opportunity to reflect on the problems of policing in a modern society. An opportunity to stand back and consider and exchange views with other officers of different backgrounds.
When I did the course, there was an FBI agent, a chief super from Bermuda, and an AC from Botswana.
Well, sir, I can't think of many aspects of serious crime that don't have international connections.
All right. What is your particular interest as a policeman in a capital city?
Underfunding, in a word.
Look at all this lot. It's chaotic. Half the problem is there's no decent system of checks. They're coming and going with this and that. You know how it is.
So where are you saying it goes? How do they get it out?
Well, the small stuff, easy. They stick it under the benches. Or through here, where the stuff's ready for distribution, they can get it out in the packaging. I mean, I ask you, 5 blokes to run the security for this lot. It's a joke.
Yeah, well, Tom, I didn't come here to find out how hard your life is.
Go through the locker rooms. You'd find 2 grand's worth of unaccounted for stuff there, easily.
So what do you want me to do? Produce my warrant?
No, of course not.
Okay, I've heard the theory, now let's have the facts. Who's taking it, how much, and how do they get it out?
That's why you're here. I need your help, Ted.
Excuse me, Tom. What's going on here?
Ah, Mr. Craddock, this is Detective Sergeant Roach, Sunhill Police Station.
What have we got, a problem?
I've been invited here at the request of your chief security officer to look into allegations of theft within the establishment.
Oh, have you? Well, perhaps that's something I'd better discuss with you as well.
Fine by me.
My office, Tom. All right. Now.
Community relations, dialogue with the ethnic minorities and with social services. Those are the goals that I've set myself at Sunhill.
Well, there's more to being a senior officer than just having comfortable lunches with the Rotary Club. What about the harsh realities? Crime, for instance?
Well, we have a good record there, sir. Our clear-up rate is 3% higher than the force average.
Thanks to your CID and an element of luck. Or are you suggesting that that's down to supervision?
Yes, I am. Take the Blake murders. They weren't solved by luck, but by an officer on the ground with good knowledge and local connections.
That puts paid to all those expensive computers, then.
Well, no, of course not. But computers can't solve crime.
While we're on the subject of the Blake murders, do you think the party you gave the day Blake was arrested did very much for your close community relationship?
I'm sorry?
Well, I understand it was quite an ease-up, and yet the man downstairs hadn't actually been charged.
He had confessed.
A lot of people confess, Mr. Brownlow. People who later retract their confessions or are released on appeal. I'm sure I don't have to remind you of several such cases recently.
Mr. Craddock, a woman was arrested this morning who has been systematically taking goods from this place for several months. Are you telling me you don't want that investigated?
Look, let's just get our priorities into focus here. One woman pilfering is hardly enough to get me to send for you lot.
I have reason to believe it's not just one woman pilfering.
Yes, maybe not. I know how much stuff is being stolen. It's called shrinkage, and it's allowed for in the overheads.
It's going to get very small very quickly if you don't do something about it.
You're not a policeman anymore. You're a security officer. Now, just remember that. I run this place, and I decide what happens.
I don't make any apology for what happened after Blake had confessed. It was a good, clean result, and everybody knows it.
So everybody got drunk?
That is an exaggeration. We had the confession and forensic evidence, and we made good use of it. We cleared up 2 unsolved murders in the Bristol area by cross-reference. Now, if I choose to congratulate my people, if I choose to open a couple of bottles at the end of a shift, then so be it. May I remind you, sir, that you gave the officer concerned a DAC's commendation.
I'll find a way around it. I mean, thanks for your help and all that, Ted, but it's opened my eyes to a few things.
Well, man has a point. No need to go steaming in.
Yeah, softly, catchy monkey, I know. I'd like to have a good dig round under Craddock's little empire. I'll have a few more things to tell you in the not-too-distant future.
You don't get it, do you?
What?
Craddock didn't hire you to do a job. He hired you to cut his overheads.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
No, look, Tom. Having a chief security officer with police background cuts his insurance premium by thousands, more than he's paying you. And that includes your medical insurance and your private pension and the minicabs you have to visit the other factory because you're a disqualified driver. You know what your problem is, Tom? You don't know when you're well off.
So what are you saying? Turn a blind eye, let it happen? Sorry, Ted, not in my nature.
Well, it might not be, but it is business. Look, Craddock knows what's going missing, and it doesn't worry him. And to be honest, if there's no victim, it doesn't worry me either.
What, you call yourself a policeman?
Yeah, I do. But maybe you shouldn't call yourself one any longer. Look, I'm sorry to bring you down to earth with a bump, me old love, but you're not doing yourself any favors.
Apparently he was straight in, heart massage a lot.
God bless our chief super. You just found out as a human being, have you?
Oh, come on, there are plenty of chief supers. Wouldn't have gone near it.
Not before a ball up. Or maybe he arranged it. Give him something to talk about.
You could do a lot worse than him. You wait till someone else takes his place.
Nah, a little word from the wise, right? Brownlow doesn't stand a chance.
Oh, yeah, and you'd know, yeah?
Well, you know, modesty forbids and all that, but I do know where the clever money is, and it ain't on him.
Oh, yeah.
You opening a book or what then?
Yeah. First round after the relief says Brownlow comes back smiling.
Oh, I love it when you're sentimental, George.
You're on.
All right.
One condition, though. Make it the leather bottle.
What for?
Uninvited guests sake.
All right, Tom. What you having, mate?
Hello? First of the few, is it? No, I'll get yours.
Just after. What's up? Actually, I don't know how many of the lads are going to turn up. You know how it is.
So I keep being told.
Yeah, well, it's short notice, wasn't it?
Yeah, suppose so. Half of it, half a load of it.
Well, so, like they say, it's an ill win.
Meaning?
Well, since you're a little bit of grief, we've all learned the lesson. I reckon I'll spend more on counselling than I do on beer.
You don't have to tell me.
Ah, well, like I say, it's made us all a bit cautious. Well, we are becoming all these things, aren't we?
I suppose that accounts for it. Thanks. Yeah?
Well, anyway, cheers.
Yeah, cheers, Hollis.
How'd it go, sir?
Hello, Jack. I think it's what politicians would call a meaningful exchange of views.
Like that, was it?
Yeah. Lots of loaded questions. I think they use these selection boards to have a pop at you and your division. Still, I think I managed to hold my own.
Well, I hope you got a chance to push the division a bit, sir. The arrest of Blake, for instance.
Yes, it was mentioned. They use it as a stick to beat me over the head with.
Well, you know what it's like, sir. They give you a rough time probably means they want you. Give you an easy ride, never in the running.
Well, I gave it my best shot. To be honest, if they're not interested, neither am I.
Is it all right for me to uncross my fingers, then?
Well, you better wait till I've spoken to the wife. Oh, Derek. Any news on that motorcyclist who was injured this morning?
Yeah, he's stable.
Oh, good. You might send Stamp up to me. I'd like to thank him.
Yeah, will do.
Oh, hello. It's me. Yes. Well, I survived.
I can't stay long, actually.
Hectic social life, is it, Red?
No, I'm going down the gym.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll take a bit longer because I've got the push bike, you know, since you're big.
You can still be drunk in charge of a bike, Red.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Can you give me the Ackland section? Go on, have a go. Road Traffic Act 1988, Section 30. Believe me, I can hack it with the best. Do you know I can still recite the primary objects? But you can't do that, Red.
It's a long time ago, isn't it?
Not all that long. The primary object of an efficient police force is the prevention of crime. The next, that of the detection and punishment of offenders if crime is committed.
Yeah, well, like I say, nice to see you, Tom. I'll see you again, maybe.
Waterman's Road. Suspects on. Informant Nicholas Chumley.
MP, Sierra 1 received. On the way. Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1 responding to suspects on 116 Waterman's Road.
Sierra 1 received.
Oi, oi.
Problem, mate.
We've been burgled, and there's someone I think still upstairs.
Right.
This door's been jammed here.
Now, Pete here heard a noise.
Yes, it's through here. This window is open, and that door's been forced. No one's come down yet.
All right, you stay here.
It's all right, love.
What are you doing?
There's been a break-in.
No. Oh, God, no! Oh, my things! Oh, God.
You all right, Tone?
Who's here?
You've got WPC on board. Might be one in the panel behind.
Kate with you, Tomo? No, mate. Paul's with the blokes downstairs.
Take Shifty around.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Woody.
Yeah, just check the garden.
Forget it. It's Spider-Man we're after. Anything?
No, nothing.
I'm gonna take a look downstairs.
Who lives on the ground floor, love?
Nobody, it's vacant.
How long's it been empty?
I don't know. A couple of months, as long as I've been here.
Yeah, okay.
Watercolours that are set. Carriage block.
Any idea which way they came in?
Oh, show you. I swear, if they all look like that, I'm moving to victim support, mate.
Sorry. Silly.
Ah, it's only natural. You've had a shock.
Thanks. Don't know what I'd have done.
It's all part of the service. Do you want anything? Can I get you a cup of tea?
That would be wonderful. I can't seem to stop shaking.
Put the kettle on, Des.
Call for you, Sarge.
Right. Sergeant Maitland. Oh, hello, Mr. Cork. What can I do for you? I see. No, I'm sorry. All our inspectors are on leave at the moment. Will a PC do? Yes, I know. Finnet House, 93. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Is that where he got in then?
I expect so, sir. Seems a crime officer will be by tomorrow, so if you could leave everything exactly as it is, yeah?
Sure. Wait, Tone, we're going to chip off. Nothing more for us. Your boy's got it all in hand upstairs.
Yeah, okay. See you, Des.
See you, Tone.
Woody?
Is that all right?
Wonderful. I'll be able to push it closed. Sorry, what must I look like?
You look fine.
You're being very chivalrous. It's much appreciated.
You fit?
Are you going to be all right now?
Thanks for everything.
No trouble. I'll pop by tomorrow, yeah? Just to make sure you're okay.
Well, I don't want to inconvenience you.
You won't. It's on a beat anyway.
Thanks. I'm not relishing the prospect of sleeping here alone tonight. Knowing you'll be round tomorrow put my mind at rest.
See you then.
Oh, now, B. And since when did we come back to make sure burglary victims are all right?
Come on, Tone, she was distressed.
Cobblers.
No, I really think we should be adopting some sort of aftercare policy, don't you reckon?
After your wicked way policy, more like. Ah, the Iceman cometh. Not too late, old son. All finished.
No chance of a couple, then?
Afraid not, mate. Never mind. See you back at the ranch.
134 from Sierra Oscar.
Go ahead.
Can you go to Queen's Snooker Hall, Hope Street? Disturbance. Can you see the manager when you arrive?
Who is it? Mr. Cork, it's the police. You called for us. Is that right?
I'm neither deaf nor senile, officer. You'd better come in. I wanted an inspector.
Did you?
Your sergeant said they were all on leave. A blatant lie.
Well, what was it you wanted to tell us?
There was a prowler lurking the other side of the garden. I'm afraid you've missed him, though. He left about 5 minutes ago.
Just the other side at the end there in the trees.
What did he look like?
Darkly dressed, tall,
Black or white?
European.
You saw his face?
His hands. He was smoking.
Bit conspicuous.
He couldn't be seen from the road.
No? There's not a lot I can do about it just now. But thanks for reporting it.
If I see him again, I shall telephone the station. Just pray I don't have to deal with that witless sergeant of yours.
What happened then?
I don't know, Phil. I think he's dropped a couple of quid. I mean, there's no gambling, you know what I mean? Try to keep my eyes open, but you can't stop it outright. Not altogether.
Come on, then!
That's him.
Come on, I'll have you!
Who are they?
What's the matter?
Not regulars. They were playing together when it started.
Let's put a bit more money on it, and then see who the ringer is. I'm no mug. I've got you sussed. And that fat four-eyed git.
Right, what's it all about then?
I don't know, mate.
Let's up the ante, eh?
He reckons we stitched him up.
What's the matter? You lost your bottle?
All right, don't go anywhere.
You mess me about again, pal, and I'll give you another smack. Come on, you blues!
Sierra Oscar from 134.
Go ahead, Phil.
Assistance to Queen's Snooker Hall, please, June.
Yeah, Sierra 1's already on the way.
Received.
That's right. You call the old bill. You gutless tossers.
Hey, what's my windows, you little git?
All right, mate, knock it off, eh? That's enough.
Yeah.
You made your point. I said that's enough. Let's
I
sort
need
this
my
out
money.
sensibly.
That bastard's a ringer! Back off!
Just want to talk, all right? Just want to talk.
Yeah? Yeah. All right, mate.
Yeah, okay, sir. You hang on here.
Talk to this! Oi! Right, you... Barry, cuff him! Tossers!
Right, let's try again. Name?
Sylvester Stallone. Address? Dingley Dell.
There's a copy of your rights. You understand why you're here. I want you to sign this there. No, it's all right. Leave him, Tony. Mr. Stallone will feel silly enough when he sobers up. Take him away.
Piss off, Plod. Let's go, Mr. Stallone.
I'd prefer it if he was completely legless. It's when they're half cut that they're the worst.
You're not kidding.
Are you and Tony going out again?
Well, we're a bit early, but we thought we'd get our refs while we're here. Is that all right?
That's all right.
Oh, cheers.
Come out. Dingley Dell.
It's a good cause, we worth while.
Are you up for a pint in the market bar we knock off then, Tony?
What, back on the job in 8 hours? Do me a favour. Bloody quick changeovers. I'm gonna get some kit, mate.
Dave?
No, not me. I'm in the box this morning at 10.
No rest for the wicked, eh?
The wicked? The wicked in this case, if he doesn't cop a plea, will be standing before the stipe, fresh as a daisy, while I'll be giving it blah, 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 looking like something from Day of the Dead. But I tell you, this week of nights has done me in.
You want to give that bird a ring?
What bird? Not one of his usual woofers.
I'm not going to go for it, Tone. You want tea or what?
Yeah.
He pulled in.
He tried. Hello, Tosh.
What are you doing here?
It's, Barry. He left his torch, I think.
Oh, yeah? What's the name?
He's only been gone 5 minutes.
Loving his heart, murdering his trousers, eh? I know. Don't worry, I won't say anything.
Cheers.
I tell you what, though, while you are here, go and have a word with the neighbours, will you? See if they saw anything. And look after that for me, will you? Cheers.
Yeah, OK.
Hello, Tush.
Hello, love.
How's it going?
You tell me. What's wrong with this picture?
You reckon someone's taking the mickey?
He's back again, is he? I see. The same man? All right, I'll send someone.
Yes, Mr. Cork, straight away.
My mother will be heartbroken. Some of the pieces have been in the family for ages. This is my parents' London flat, you see. They're on holiday.
It's got your consumer durables too, eh?
Oh, the box? Yeah. Hi-Fi too.
You got alarms?
Yeah. Window strips front and back, pressure pads in the doorway.
And you turned it on when you left?
Absolutely.
Right then. This bloke whose party you're at, you got an address?
If you want to verify that we were there, you're going to have some difficulty. Left for Nepal this AM. Trekking.
I see.
I must say, I don't like your implication. It's me that's been robbed, don't forget. I called you.
Purely routine. Nothing to worry about.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. It was the same man he was smoking.
It's just... Well, he's not there now.
It's all right. I know what it looks like.
I tell you what, I will have a look. And if there is anything, I'll let you know. All right?
Excuse me, mate.
I've heard it before.
Yeah.
Yes?
DC Lions, miss. Sunil CID. Hello, Barry.
Tosh.
I've got a few questions for you about last night, if that's okay.
Yes, of course.
I was just off anyway.
Have a word with Tony, will you?
Okay. I'll speak to you later, yeah?
Give me a ring.
Bye.
Bye.
Can I help you?
No. No, I don't think so.
Would you mind just answering a few questions? to Sierra Oscar! 832 from Sierra Oscar! Sierra Oscar from 832 receiving. Sierra Oscar from 832 receiving.
Don't work down here, love! It's just you and me.
I went into town to see a film.
On your own?
Yes.
How'd you get back?
Train. Well, tube to Hillside East.
Right, and you came back as soon as the film had finished?
No, I grabbed a quick coffee in the Haymarket.
So what time did the train leave then?
Just gone 11. I'm sorry, Constable Lyons, but does this have some relevance?
No. I suppose it seems like a load of useless questions, but I'm just trying to sort out the timing, you see.
You think I'm involved in this?
No, it's just procedure.
You are not scaring anyone, mate!
A liar!
Oh, yeah? And who's too frightened to show himself?
Can't you see me? Oh, I can see you. You're so close. I can smell you.
Sierra Oscar from 832 receiving.
Any joy?
Not a nibble. No one sort of thing. They were either in bed or out.
I didn't think they would have.
Not surprising, though. Took the gear out the back way, didn't they?
That's what they'd like us to think. Hey? We can check the entry point.
Gave it a quick look, yeah.
Nothing seemed out of place.
No.
The rest of the doors were jemmied, weren't they?
So?
Well, why jemmy them and not the back door? It's quieter and quicker. They've also got the downstairs alarm system off that as well, just trod across the pressure point.
Inside job, then?
Well, somebody who knew that the downstairs flat was empty, they're not worth bothering about.
Well, those two blokes knew, didn't they?
So did Miss Salter. See ya. Yeah, about 5'6", blonde, pretty. She'd have come through around about 11:30.
Oh, mate.
Well, you don't remember her then?
No, I mean, she couldn't have come through when you said she did.
Why not?
Nothing running, was there? Points for area at Chapelgate.
Come again?
Look, all eastbounds were cancelled from 10:30 on. I shut up shop myself at 11.
Are you sure?
Oh! What are you bastards?
Heaven!
God, Mr. Cork! Are you all right?
I saw you run across through my telescope. Thought you might need some help.
You really should have stayed in your flat, you know.
Well, at least now you know there was someone there.
Oh, yeah. Look, I tell you what, we'll go back up to your flat I'm gonna get a cup of tea. All right.
Mr. Cork. Miss Salter, this is WDC Martella.
So, what's the problem?
Hillside East Station was closed at 11 o'clock last night. So you didn't get the last train home?
Well, that's ridiculous. You must be mistaken.
No, there's no mistake. There were no trains running, it's a fact. So why don't you tell me what really happened?
I've told you.
I want the truth.
It is the truth.
I'm afraid I don't believe you, Miss Salter. So I'd like you to come back to the station with us. We can discuss it further there.
I've no intention of going anywhere.
I see. In that case, Ellison Salter, I'm arresting you on suspicion of burglary.
On what grounds?
You're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say will be written down and can be given in evidence.
This is insane.
Do you want to go and get your coat on then? Where was my backup? You heard. I asked you for assistance. Where was it?
Transmission broke up. Couldn't make out what you were saying. You must have hit a dead area. What, underground, were you?
Why didn't you send anyone?
I just told you.
And I will do the same for you one day. I could have been killed, you bastard!
Yeah.
Excuse me. I want a word with you.
What?
I don't know who you think you are, but I don't ever want to hear you talk to anyone like that again.
I asked him for assistance.
Oh, and you didn't get it. Well, bad luck, it happens.
Oh, not to me, it doesn't.
Oh, and what's so special about you? You're a probationer, and don't you forget it. You need all the friends you can get. You carry on like this, and they're going to have you handing in your papers before 6 months is up. Believe me, I've seen it.
I was scared.
Well, what did you expect when you joined? Sunshine and flowers? Oh, welcome to the real world, Delia. Because different to what they tell you in training, the cavalry isn't always going to come and bail you out. Just don't bleed all over us.
I'm sorry. They've put him. He is on a life support machine. Mr. Cork, a stroke.
Oh, my son.
Take a left when you can, mate.
What for?
I forgot to get a number, didn't I?
We're not going back again.
Oh, 5 minutes.
Flaming taxi driver I am.
Spring clean, have you?
Putting the theory into practice. Nothing for her to hide behind.
I'll give you a hand. Go on. Oops. Where do you want it here?
Further down this way, that's it.
All right, love. I'll fetch her if you're ready. She's made a phone call.
Tosh,
Yes, love.
would you mind if I led? I think she might be a little bit more up front with me.
All girls together, eh? Yeah, why not? You want a hand with those, mate?
It'd be easier if you simply told us the truth. We know there were no trains running.
All right. I did go out last night with a friend. He brought me home.
What's his name?
I'm sorry, I won't tell you his name. He's married with a family.
We can question him discreetly.
No! I'm the victim here. I don't want you tramping through my personal life.
The thing is, Miss Salter, if you don't give us his name, you'll go on the sheet.
Mr. Lines, charge me if you wish, but I know I'm innocent. You must prove otherwise. I'm not telling you his name.
Yes?
Barry.
Can I have a word, Tosh?
Interview interrupted at 17:25.
What is it?
You were right.
What about?
I popped back to get a number and I found a brother decanting the gear from the loft.
A brother?
He waited till the downstairs had gone out and then he went in. He's put her square in the frame, coughed to a few more besides on the way back. Apparently, this is their usual MO. She does the actual blag and he has the stuff away when the coast's clear.
What's his name?
Maurice, antiques dealer. He fronts for her. Right piece for the right price.
Well done.
Yeah, I was.
Never mind, mate. Of course, true love could happen to anyone.
Yeah, well, keep it quiet, eh?
Solely discretion.
Nice one, Barry. Yeah.
You don't have to look so bloody pleased about it.
No, it's terrible.
If you've got nothing better to do, you could be back on patrol, couldn't you?
Sarge.
Come on, get in. Returning Miss Salter to you, Sarge.
Right.
Bastard.